Welcome to Thrift to Vintage. My name is Evelyn Wood and this is my show where I take used, unloved, sometimes a little bit daggy thrift store clothes and I transform them into beautiful vintage style outfits. And today is no exception with these fantastic vintage, you know, sort of 40s, think land girl, Rosie the Riveter type overalls. I found these ginormous, absolutely enormous. Actually, my mum found them. Thank you, Mum. I feel like I need to start with this one saying that these were absolutely 100% brand new. These were not worn mechanics overalls when I got them. So, and I had been wanting to find a pair of overalls forever, and then figured I would never find them and thought I could refashion these really easily. So let me get started. As always with these refashions, we're going to rewind and go back to the start, and I'm going to show you what we started with and how I ended up with this. So let's go back to the beginning. Oh my gosh, what have I gotten myself into, right? These are enormous. They are so oversized. They look ridiculous. So it seems like these ones are going to be a lot of work, but I have the vision. My main aim with this project is that I wanted a pair of functioning overalls for, you know, when we go foraging for wild raspberries, trekking through the mountains, that kind of thing. I'd considered making them from scratch, of course, but I really wanted to find a pair that I could recycle and reuse. And I'd searched for actual overalls for a while and never come up with anything. So my mum actually found me these ones here. These are huge mechanic overalls. Huge being the operative word. And so I think they're going to work. What I'm inspired by is these vintage overalls of work women in the past, from the 20s, 30s, 40s, you know, a lot of them have pockets at the front, at the sides. I do like the idea of these front kind of pockets, but I think I'll work with what I've got on these ones being at the side. And because this one here buttons up at the front, I know all these vintage ones obviously fasten at the sides, but I've got to work with what I've got, so I'm going to leave the opening at the front and work around that. The plan of attack I have in mind is to first separate the bodice from the pants and work on them separately and put them back together. So I mean, these need to be shortened, both like pant and top. They need to be drastically taken in, like downsized, and then shaped to a lady's body, not mechanics, my body. And then all the small little details and little pockets and functionalities put on to make it look good, as well as creating the, obviously, taking off these sleeves and getting the overall thing. That's later down the track. I'm going to start with the separation process and getting these pant legs to fit a bit better first. So I entirely cut out the seam here on the side so that I can take it in, because I'm keeping the center and all those, that button fastening as it is. It's all concealed, so it looks pretty good. I want to leave that intact and just alter from the outside in. And I want to keep the little side seam pockets, so I'm going to carefully unpick these so that I can move it in when I take this in too. So let's get to the unpicking business. It's definitely my least favorite part. I do adore this dark indigo blue color of these pants. It's not really denim, it's a cotton drill, so it's going to be even better, not too heavy a fabric, so it'll be a little bit cooler as well. And I love the little red detailing it has on here. Is perfect. I'm going to keep that throughout here as well with some little red touches. But let's get back to the unpicking. Oh no, look at this. Yeah, my unpick just sliced through the pants there. Oh my gosh. It's really close to the side seam. Maybe I take in that much, or maybe that is where the pocket will be placed over the top now. Just a design feature I'm just working out right now. Look, it happens. If you do it yourself, don't worry. Just work with it. Find a way around it. it'll work. Yuck. There is definitely going to be no Velcro tabs when I'm finished with this. So I did just do the very first fitting without you, I'm sorry. You'll forgive me because it was a bit messy, there were pins everywhere, it was inside out, and I needed to make sure this waistline fits. So now I can put my pocket piece back in here. It's gonna require a bit of fudging around to make it work properly, but I'm going to make sure that I have those nice side seam pockets back in here. So much more Evelyn sized pants are coming along. So I'm going to put those to the side while I work on the top half. I keep calling it the bodice. It's not really a bodice, but... and then work on sort of making them match before I do any more adjustments to sort of the back waist and any darts. I want to make sure that they connect together. I of course want to leave this as the opening so I can actually get them on and off, of course. I'll need to take in the sides to match the newer, smaller waist, of course. And then I actually want the overalls to come up, you know, up above the waist so I can put a belt in. So I want this curve to come up sort of like this, and this will be the top of the overalls. So keeping that general shape, first of all, I'm going to unpick these pockets and then I'll put them back later on once I actually have the shape of the front bib. Let's call it a bib, not a bodice. That's a much better idea. And I don't think I've told you yet, I'm planning the sleeves is actually how I'll make the straps part. So that's what I'm planning with those. They'll be cut off in a minute. First, let's get those pockets off. This is pretty tricky. But I want to get an idea of the right size and fit. This is just pinned at the moment, and kind of get approximate guides as to where I want all the heights to be so I can take this off and get a much better idea of how to cut it more into shape. So I'm just going to play with this for a bit and see where I get. This is the part Evelyn gets a little bit scared. I'm going to cut out around it, give myself plenty of seam allowance, and then fiddle with it some more before I trim it back to exactly where I want it. And of course I've marked in a big center back here, so I'm going to replicate this side over the other so that they match perfectly, of course. Alright, I've tweaked it just a little bit, but I'm pretty confident. I like the shape. I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little bit closer now because it's way off, and this is supposed to be down here, but I can't fold it over because I was a wuss and left way too much seam allowance on there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it to maybe about 1 centimeter and just tweak it again before I look at finishing the edge up. And actually I need to get these straps happening, so I better do some straps too. Otherwise it's going to keep falling down. What do you think? Is it sitting right? Ha! I just thought of it. I'm going to film my back and then I'm going to watch it so I can actually see what it looks like, because I cannot do this in the mirror. Okay, so you need to check for me, please. Okay, I'll review that in a moment, but this is looking good. It's not, I don't want it too tight because, you know, I want these to actually be practical. I can still move really comfortably, but it's not too baggy. And yeah, it's looking pretty cute. I'm gonna take it off, keep going. Did you notice that too? I thought this was a little high up on my back. What I'm gonna do is actually lower this point in the center back down, I don't know, inch or so, repin, and let's try it again. Is that better? I hope so, because I've chopped it off. Yeah, I like it better. I think if I make those a little straighter, I think it'll work better. Just a bit more tweaking. Well, I have fitted it, tweaked it a little bit more so that the bodice and the bib and the pants fit together. And now they do fit together. I did try it on. Sorry I didn't show you again, but it's a bit crowded. And it's at that time that I really just want to get this done. So, we're up to the part where everything comes together. The top and the bottom are being joined. It's been a lot of like tweaking, getting the right shape, getting the right size, because they were so big. They needed to come in, then cutting the shape. Anyway, I've got there and I'm pretty happy so far. I just need to do these, adjust those few extra things to do, belt loops, hem, the buckles. I think that's it and it's done. But I am going to do those tomorrow because I am hungry. I need some dinner. I am planning a fun reveal for you to film it somewhere fun. Hopefully that comes through as planned. Otherwise I'll just have to edit this out or something. So fingers crossed it works out. Okay, I'm gonna go have dinner. Come back to this tomorrow and I'll show you how these fabulous little overalls have turned out. I so love these overalls now. I'm in love with them. They turned out so well. I really wanted to try in keeping with the style and not sort of mucking around with it too much, just kind of reshaping, retweaking, making it more feminine, which I think I succeeded in doing. So there's always a few changes that I would make for next time. What would they be? I would work on the fit a little bit more. It's always a catch between them having really look pretty and then actually being functional, that you can sort of bend and actually move and like do outdoorsy activities in. So it might be nice to have a real pretty pair and then an actual practical working pair that probably doesn't look as nice in photographs. So I think I'll have one of each. That would be nice. One of my favorite parts is the detailing on the back. I really love that red little diamond on the shape and all the red accents on the navy. It is perfect. Unfortunately, my machine didn't like doing bar tacks on these really thick fabrics, so I would have probably made more of those in decorative places, but I was just limited to my capabilities of my machine. This one, it did take quite a little planning in figuring out how to put the pockets back on and how to reshape this and scale it down to my size so it actually looks like, you know, it's meant for me, but I love it. So if you ever try these refashions yourself, please like tag me on social media, particularly Instagram, because I love to see if you try this yourself. Let me know. I would also love to know what you thought of this refashion down below in the comments. I always love to read through them and see what you think and what creative changes you might have made to suit your taste as well. Gives me ideas for next time. Now, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please make sure below. But more importantly, if you want to make sure that you actually get notified of my videos from YouTube, make sure you hit that little bell that's like beside the subscribe button there. If you click that little bell, that's for notifications. So you should more likely get notified when I make more videos just like this. I love sharing these refashions with you to give you more ideas for your own refashions and just show you what's possible for just restyling and refashioning, reshaping already used garments. It's a much more sustainable way that we can do fashion, and there's just unlimited possibilities in doing this. So I hope it's given you a little bit of inspiration of what you could achieve. And until next time, bye. Okay. I think I'll fall over if I try and look pretty in the rest.